Hey everyone, I think I'm live. It's Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. I think I am live. I just want to make sure that actually did happen and I'm not just recording. So, there we are. Okay. It said that I couldn't go live somewhere, so that's strange. All right. Okay. Sorry. We are going to make a pancake wreath today with one of our kits. I figured I would do not all of the steps, but a lot of the steps with you instead of doing them separate, so that you know. So when you come in, say hello. Sorry, a little flustered. It said that it couldn't go live in a certain spot. I was trying to go live in 2 places and it didn't let me go live in the second place. Oh, okay. So when you come in, say hello. Let me know that you're watching. If you see the live button, you're live. If you don't see the live button in one of the corners, you're watching the replay. So let me know that you're watching the replay if you're watching, so I can make sure I'm watching for your comments. We're going to start. This is a kit available inside our shop at the moment. It's our first of a few, not too many, but a first of our few patriotic kits. So this is available. You can find our kits over at melskits.com, or of course that brings you directly to our kit section on our Etsy shop. Or, of course, always you can go to learnfrommelissa.com and find the list of all the things that we can provide for you. Our wreath kits being one. Hey Terry. Hi Ellie. Hi Lisa. Donna, Kim, Deborah, Barbara. Y'all, Kanitha, Sherry. We had a very busy day yesterday. My daughter had Science Olympiad, and then once everyone was home, my son got sick, started throwing up, and you'll see in the 2 recordings that I most recently did for the 2 recent kits that I had to actually stop them and start them over again because one kid was, you could hear one kid, I think you can hear one kid not feeling well. Joys of being a mama, I guess. Okay, so we have, this is a kit. Finishing a birthday cake. Ooh, Nancy. Are you eating a birthday cake or making a birthday cake? If you're making it, then that's awesome because I cannot bake. All right, our kits come with our 3M zip tie mounts that go on the back of your sign. So what I do is I peel that off. I add a teensy tiny little bit of the DAP Wrap Fuse glue. Just a teensy tiny little pins mark there. And then I add it in. And then I add these clamps. Hey, Karen. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Janet. I add these clamps that are like crazy clamps. I got them from Harbor Freight. I don't know if y'all have one of those by you, but it's just a regular tool store, I guess. And these, I even have to use the table to help me open it because they're so good. And then I just hold that there, so when it's frosting it for dinner. Nancy, is it your birthday? If it is, happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen, I've been meaning to text you about the class I saw that you signed up for. Shouldn't do that. I need you, Kathleen. I need you. Okay, so I do that, and then when I'm ready, by the time the wreath is ready, the sign will be prepared. Again, before I get going, this is a kit available. We have a couple left inside our shop. If you go directly to Mel's, melskits.com, melskits.com, you'll find that there. Again, I will say this again. Learnfrommelissa.com is how you can get everything the quickest. Hey, Christy. Also, don't forget, if you're new, don't forget to type in the exclamation point in the word notify. So exclamation, no spaces, notify will help Facebook give you notifications when I go live. Okay, the kit came with the sign, the zip tie mounts that we just put on. It came with the pancake bundle, the sign extender, the 10-inch, and the frame. It came with 2 ribbons that are for your thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Let me just pin that real quick. It came with 2 ribbons that are for your ribbon tails. Okay. Y'all, it comes, hey Lisa. Our ribbon tails come like this. Okay. So just measure just to make sure it was 14 inches. Even if it's a little bit over, I promise, don't spend the time and cut each individual one 14 inches. Just grab your scissors and cut. Make sure before you do that, you're cutting the ribbon that is for your ribbon tails, okay, not the ones that are for your bow. So this wreath, very simple here, has a blue stitch for the bow, a flag with the glitter for the bow, and then the polka dots for the bow. Okay, so those 3 are for the bow. Don't cut those, all right? Don't cut those. And then I just cut these all together with my blue awesome scissors, cut all of them, and then I dovetailed the ends of each, okay? Dovetailed the ends of each, so I just folded it. Find the cut on the fold and cut up towards the top for a nice V there. Okay. There's a Mother's Day? Is it Mother's? It's not Mother's Day. Is it Mother's Day? I'm missing something. What? Do you know that I also did, who else did not know that today was spring ahead? Who else did not know that? I for sure did not. Oh, it is in the UK? How awesome! Happy Mother's Day over in the UK. I did not know that it was spring ahead until Damon in our group text last night said something, and I was like, huh. I would have been walking around like, what? Why are the I would have been so confused today. All right, let's take our ribbons and we're going to take our favorite and put it on the top. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about our next class coming up and in Canada. Oh, so cool. Well, to all of our Canadian friends and our friends over in the UK, happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday to everybody, to everybody else. I'm taking my favorite ribbon and I'm putting it on the top. Y'all, our next class, if you missed our text, if you missed our email, if you missed the post, if you missed all of those things, our next class is available and I am crazy excited about it. It's going to all be about matching and pairing your supplies, your colors, your patterns. I know that, you know, obviously, the patriotic designs are going to be your easiest to pair, of course, because we're using red, white, and blue. But we're also, so in addition to that, we're talking about your patterns and what patterns to mix and what looks the best and all of those things. Angel already joined. Awesome. I'm super, super excited. If you are interested in the class, again, it is virtual, so from the comfort of your own home. It is going to be 3 evenings plus recordings. You can sign up at wreathwish.com. Lots of you are already signed, y'all. I haven't started letting anybody in the Facebook group, mostly because I haven't had the time because I've had 2 sick littles. I think Addison was just, not just because she was throwing up, but I think that was part of her eye situation that we have going on. And then I think Grayson's, I think he actually has the flu or something because he got a fever and all the stuff. Nancy's signed up. I'm so, so excited. It's going to be so great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need one more. So many times y'all ask me, you know, or comment, or you say how great I pair ribbons. And so it's not going to just be ribbon, it's going to be all the things. It's going to be color, patterns, greeneries and florals, how we're matching that. So we have a great class planned. And then there will be bonuses. The bonuses are actually a couple of bow tutorials and a bow shipping tutorial. So how I ship. Oop, that one's short. Come on, Melissa. Good grief. Hold on. I was trying to use the leftovers for my own. Kenitha signed. Kenitha, you were my very first one that signed up, girl. I saw that right away. I was like, Kenitha Marshall. It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so, so awesome. Oh, Anita, I know. It's just, you know, Grayson, so Addison starts with, you know, she started with her headache eye thing going on with the throwing up on a consistent basis when she was about the same age as Gray. And so we're trying to go through medical records for Addison. For those of you who don't know, we adopted our children in 2019, and so we're going through a lot of Addison's medical stuff because she's got this thing going on with her eye. Anyways, we're finding out a lot more. Either we were told and I have forgotten, or we weren't told, which wouldn't make any difference of our decision, obviously, to adopt them. But Addison had a lot of medical stuff. We knew that we knew a couple things, and we didn't know all the stuff. So it's hopefully going to help us when we see the neurologist coming up here at the beginning of... Man, parenting is hard, y'all. I'm sorry, so that I do not know how to find the discount coupons you previously in your classes. Okay. Joyce, okay, let's talk about the coupons. Okay, let's talk about the class for just 1 second. I'm cutting the mesh 20 inches long. 20 inches long, okay? So this is a kit. There's a full roll of mesh that comes with your kit. I'm cutting 20 inches long, and I need 12 pieces. Okay, Wreath Wish. If you have taken one of my classes previously, not one of the creative coaching workshops, but if you have taken a Sincerely Creative Mom class previously, like the pricing class, the boutique class, even the Wreath Bootcamp class that I did with Tammy, the Garlands class, anything that was Sincerely Creative Mom outside of the coaching group, in those respective Facebook groups, there are discount codes. That helps me track where you're coming from. So if you would mind using those respective codes, they're never going to change. They're always in there. And when my next class comes up, those codes will be available as the discount in the next class. Okay, so you want to, if you've taken, like, let's say example, the tree decorating class. If you took the tree decorating class, go to that Facebook group, and in that Facebook group you'll find the post that says coupon codes, and you'll use that. Okay, if you don't know, you're not sure, please email me or text me so that we can get you the information before you sign up, because we are not processing refunds. That's not what we're gonna do. So I want you to just be patient. Class isn't right now, so it's okay. But the sooner that you're in, the more interactive things you'll be able to go through and not have to do everything at the end. So this class is going to be a little different. I got some homework for you, and I'm so excited about it. We're going to be working together through some stuff to make sure that you feel so much more confident at the end of class to, you know, make your designing fun. Like, make your designing fun. I want you to be excited about, you know, the picking out part, and, you know, because that's a huge part of the design, right? Picking out your supplies, making sure they match, the patterns, the colors, the shades of your greenery, all that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. All right, so your kit will come with a full roll, and you'll have a little bit left over. Yeah, so you just want to make sure you're using the code of the class that you took last, if possible. So if you took our Christmas tree last, you want to use that code that's in there. If you have any questions, you can definitely reach out and ask. Okie dokie. All right, so if you haven't yet already, please share this video. I'd greatly appreciate that. Let Facebook know that we are trying to work our way through Sunday. I didn't get a chance to record fully last night because the kids were up and down all last night. So I use the lemon ribbons from Sam's that you use. It made a lemon wreath. Ooh, very nice. Awesome, Anita. Okay, we're gonna start and put our thing right in here. Hi, Sean. How are you, dear? Still gotta change that chat bot. I don't know where that's coming from. I looked for it the other day, but it's bringing you to the same spot anyways. So we have lots of stuff going on. If you haven't already joined us with our matching class, coordination class, it's going to be so great. And then I have one more thing that's ready to tell you. So signing up as a new person, there is a code. I seen it asking for one, but I do not need one. No, yeah. If you have never taken one of our classes before, there isn't a general coupon code. Those coupon codes are only available in our previous classes. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Joyce. Okay, that coupon code will be in there. So it's the same routine every time I offer a new class. Those coupon codes will be right in the previous. So like, for example, if you sign up for this Wreath Wish class, there will be coupon codes available for you for all the previous classes I've taught and the future classes. So you'll come back to that particular class to get your next code for the next class. And we have a great lineup this year for virtual classes. So it'll be beneficial for you in the future. Awesome, Judy. Okay, so again, this is a wreath kit, not to confuse you with all the things going on, but that's just kind of how I roll. So we added our pipe cleaners. Now we're going to add our mesh. I love this mesh. So for example, our sign has glitter, our ribbons have glitter, and I know, Chelsea. Yeah, how are you feeling, Chels? And the edge of our mesh kind of looks like it's glittery. Okay, so in the class we're going to be talking about the reasons why you may or may not want to do that theme, carry out that theme, why I would do things the way I do. Again, patriotic, kind of easy because it's red, white, and blue, right? So in that case, we're going to be talking about the importance of the patterns. Hey, Carol Ward. Hi, darling. Carol, I'm really kind of upset with you. I look forward to kind of like seeing glimpses of you when I go to the workshops, and I didn't see you this time. And I felt like you're like my home hug. I need a home hug from Carol. I felt like I was missing out. Sore throat still, but no pain. I'm so relieved. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Chelsea. Hey, Stacy. All right, we're gonna ruffle right up the center here. I know we're taking a little bit of time to get started, but it's all right. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's okay. It's Sunday. Grayson is sleeping. Addison is resting. Everybody is taking a break today, right now. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put that in there. Ruffle it up. Scrunch it up. Overlap. Put it in there. No. Flip those upside down, kind of inside out. Next time, for sure. Carol. I know we're all busy, and I don't know how far you live, so I know I get it. But I don't know. I always look forward to that. Going right down into on top. Crisscross, twist, twist. Overlap here. Overlap here. So actually, I don't know if you saw that butterfly kit that I had out recently. First of all, so many of you asked if I had any more that I actually did order more. So they'll be more coming. But for the Wreath Wish class, I actually did a quick video that I'm going to post. It's not in there. I'm going to post it soon. That talked about why I chose the ribbons that I did and why I wouldn't choose certain ribbons. Awesome, Judy. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so great. So I always use this analogy, and I'll say it again because I feel like it's worth saying. I don't know if you know, but I've lived a couple lives. My grandmother and I used to own 3 ladies-only fitness centers. They were a franchise that we thrived at. We did so good. And then recently, before this took off, before I started really doing this, I did, I was an accounting supervisor for a company that did van pooling. So kind of like carpooling, but they took it to the next level. You know, in metro areas, when carpooling is a big thing. Anyways, there was one of these reports that I had to do. I was supposed to work on it every month, and it was due every year. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It was, oh no. I despised it. And I did it for a couple of years. So choppy and so horrible. I mean, the product, the finished product, of course, was perfect. I'm not saying that. I mean, it was tax stuff, so it had to be perfect. Anyways, but I hated doing it until finally I said, okay, time out. Please sit with me. Please, with my boss, please teach it to me again. Please hold my hand. And after a couple of years, please, I need you to help. And then, so we sat and did it. She had no problem helping me. And then after that, I was like, light bulbs were going off the whole time. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Now I get that. Okay, I got that. Now I get it. And so then I was so angry with myself after the fact that I didn't try to do that way ahead of time. Okay? Like, after the first year when that report was due and I, was in tears, why didn't I do that in the beginning? And so this class is kind of like that. Like, even if you've been, creating for a while, even if you're brand new, even if you just are nosy and want to know how and why I do it. Sherry, the mesh is, we cut them 20 inches long. 20 inches long. Okay. So this class is going to be geared towards that. Matching and pairing and synchronizing your supplies, the colors, the pattern. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat right now, I've never used a color wheel a day in my life. Okay? Never. It's not my thing. That's not how my brain works. Okay? So if your brain is like mine, we're still going to talk about colors, color matching, and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a really good class. And then you know me in true fashion, my classes are not like 20 minutes. I got a lot to say because I want you to really, really understand. And I want you to have the feeling like I did at the end of that year that I learned how to do that report, like really good. Like, I want you to feel that. I want you to walk away from the class and be like, okay, I totally got this. So, all right. Hey, Felicia. So we have our mesh was 20 inches. So we cut our mesh 20 inches long. A whole roll came with your kit. Again, we do have these kits available. If you go to learnfrommelissa.com, you'll find our wreath kit link there. But this is the mesh that I had left over, in addition to what I've already cut for this whole wreath. Sometimes when you hear it, behind, said, or done, a light bulb comes on. I understand that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All the things. Okay, so we have my favorite. I always say I put my favorite on the top. So I have my favorite and then the supporting. 2 ribbons, 2.5 inches. I'm just going to scrunch up the center, out towards me. No one walks away from your classes saying you could have spent more time with the students. That's so true. I think our pricing class, I think the number of hours that I was live, I think I was 9 hours that was live. There's so much though. Like there's so much to the how and the why to understand the end result, right? Like there's so much. And if I could tell you more information than you need, then I've done my job for sure. I certainly don't want you walking away being like, that wasn't enough. No, we got you covered. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Deborah. It's Sunday. We usually have swim and we go to the fruit market today, but both kids were sick overnight. And still this morning, Grayson's still sick this morning, although his fever broke, so that's good. So it's weird to have a Sunday just here, hanging out, doing nothing. No, I know, Kathleen, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, hey, Carrie, can you tell me when that thing is due for you? Thought about you again last night. I'm so sorry. I did pull my project for that, though, so I know what I'm going to make. Carrie. It's Mother's Day here. Oh, yeah, happy Mother's Day. Hi, Cindy. So we're putting these right down in there. And question, if I want to take the color pattern class, can I take just that one, or do I need to pay for all of them? Oh, no, you only have to pay for that one. You only have to take one. If you want to sign up for just the Wreath Wish class, like you wish it was easier, right? Or I wish I could pull patterns like you. I wish I had my ribbons like you, if you've ever thought that, or if you think that now. It's only one class. It's not a subscription. It's not a monthly thing. It's a one-time deal. Yeah. Oh, yes, Ernestine. Okay. Carrie, but when is it due? I just need to know that. When is your you probably already told me that. And I probably know the answer. I think I know it's in June. I think I just don't want to be mixing it up. Hey, Chandra. Shanda, with the in-person event? Oh, it's in 3 weeks. Oh, goodness. Okay, I gotta get that to you ASAP. If there's anybody listening who is interested in coming to our in-person event, we do have a couple of gals who have had life happen and are wanting to sell their ticket. So one gal, her daughter got engaged and she's getting married in July, and one gal, something else a little more private. So Chandra, yes, okay, text me 810-498-2310. Text me so that I can get you to the next person who's trying to sell their ticket. Okay? Text me and I'll reach out to them to confirm that yes, for sure, they do want to get rid of, and then I'll connect you to both via email and we'll work together to get that taken care of. Margaret Baker's coming. Hey, Margaret. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, we do have, so of course we want to keep it a full house. And for those who have other things, I mean, we put our tickets up for sale 8 months ago and they sold out right away. And so, obviously things happen, especially obviously I don't want you to, I don't want you to miss out on an event, but your daughter's wedding, of course, is more important. So, you know, we want to try to make sure if there's anybody who would be interested, we want to try to help them out as best we can. Yes, Carrie. Carrie's going to be at our event. She's coming all the way from the UK, y'all. She's going to be at our event in July, which Tammy and I are now on our weekly calls for the event. So it's weekly until the event, the day of the event. Look, we got a lot going on, y'all. We got a lot going on. Oh no, Gina. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 or 4 gals in front of you. So if you want to send me your send me that so I don't forget. Yeah, Terry. So actually, I already prepared this part. But if you want to go, we have a video on YouTube that shows how we prepare, how we cut and prepare for our kit. And it'll show you exactly how to add the stuff to the back, if that is what you're wanting. And then when we add it to this, when we add it to the frame, I'll show you the back here. I'm so sad. Well, I'm happy. It's like, so I'm mixed. It sounds like a new job is, you know, good. Sounds like you wanted that, right? It's always fun to have a new job. It's always, I feel like that's, you know, doing better, right? A step up, doing better. So that's awesome. But for you, but for me, I'm of course sad that we won't get to exchange hugs and hang out for the whole weekend. You should have been like, the only reason why I can come and work for you is if I have time off in July. Oh, how I'm placing into the wreath? Okay, yeah. So I'm just, when I put the sign into the wreath, I'm just taking those pipe cleaners right through all these layers and wiggling it through, all through the layers, and then grabbing that base to attach it. So I'm using the base to attach it. See? See, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I almost used that word with my daughter yesterday. She had Science Olympiad. And I was afraid she just wouldn't, you know, grasp the whole thing. So I was like, you got to visualize it. You got to visualize it and see yourself doing it and see yourself getting the medal. You got to see it. Okay, coming right down on top here. Yeah, hopefully I'll start letting people into the class this tonight, hopefully. And then you have, listen, I'm going to be on you. You got homework to do. You got homework to do. Even if you don't want to participate and post the things that I'm asking you to post, it's okay. It's okay. Just mentally prepare and, you know, think about what I'm asking so that you can get the most out of the class. Lily, these are 20 inches long. So they're 10 the mesh itself is 10 inches wide, and then it's 20 inches long. So I cut them 20 inches long. Hey, Sandy. Thanks, y'all, for helping out. If you're new, just let us know that you're, you know, tell us where you're from. Let us know that you're new. I have a great group of friends here who are followers and wreath makers and hobbyists and business folks and all the things. And they would love to welcome you as well. So let me know. Hey, Angie Dunkel, let me know if you're new. I always think it's super, super cool when I know all the states and countries that are watching. So introduce yourself. Hey, Vanessa. how do you find the coupon code? So if you were in a previous class of mine, like if you took the tree decorating class, if you took the pricing class, the boutique class, the garlands class, if you took any of our classes previously, there is a coupon code post in those groups. If you don't remember, just text me and I can get you the information. The ribbons are 14 inches. Okay. So if you've taken any of our classes before, there is basically a thank you coupon available in those classes for all future classes and for all past classes. But it's not the creative coaching group. It's strictly Sincerely Creative Mom. Welcome, Jill. Who is that? Jill. Welcome, Jill from Colorado. Actually, one of the gals who is selling her ticket, her daughter's getting married in Colorado. It's kind of cool. Hey, Robin from Michigan, Lower Michigan. We're at Lower Michigan. You know, this summer is going to fly by. We're in the middle of the Wreath Wish class. We have another class right after that we're ready for. Tammy and I are doing our live stream and our event in July. I'm traveling twice in August. This summer, this year is going to go by so fast. Monroe, that's funny. I was going to say Monroe, Robin, because it's the only city I know down there. That's so cool. Oh, Paula has no sound. Are we still sounding? Oh my gosh, Sandy, this is the best cup ever. This is so awesome. It's from Amazon, and it's so great. Cedar Rapids, Iowa for Angie Dunkel. Sound is good here. Okay. All right, so then we're gonna go in again. This was a kit. It's one of the first of a few. We're not doing too many patriotic kits this year, but this is the first of a couple. Sound is good. North Texas Darlene. Is that right? Texas Darlene? Hold on. Hi, Carolyn Gregory. Hi, Charlotte. Thank you very much, dear. Thank you for sharing, Carolyn. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to get all of these in, and then we're going to fluff them. Again, you know, I say this all the time. If you are a wreath maker, let's say, okay, let's set aside you're a wreath maker. Let's just say you're beginning this journey and you're trying to make, let's say you're trying to make one wreath a night, and you work full time and you don't want to spend a lot of time on making your wreaths at night after you've worked all day. You still want to look for ways to help streamline your process and make it easier and quicker, right? No one wants to spend 2 hours on this wreath when we know from start to finish it could take us 45 to 50 minutes, including cutting. I know it takes me longer than that because I like to talk and hang out, but if I'm doing it by myself, it's a different story. So any little way we can help make shortcuts in our designing is the best. Hey from Ohio. Hey Jamie. Oregon. Wow, I don't know if I saw anybody from Oregon. Alabama. St. Pete, Florida. Donna, I love St. Pete. I used to spend a lot of time in St. Pete. Hey, Lori. Oh my goodness. I almost actually moved to St. Pete. Well, I don't know if it was technically St. Pete. St. Pete or Clearwater. They're close to each other, right? I don't know. Hey, D. Gamble. All right. Let's get these off of here. Of course, Aaron's buddy from Florida, long time friend, he's in the Navy, is coming up to visit family and stuff this week. And of course, my kids are sick this week, so I'm like, I don't know if you want to come near us to get all that germs. Moved out here from Missouri. Oh, wow, okay. All right, pushing this down and pushing them in. Pushing it down, pushing them in, okay? Down and in. I love this part. Because this is when I start to see the layers come together. Even though they're kind of all over the place because I haven't been being careful at all. Carol Ward's all signed up. Awesome, Carol. Awesome. But this is when I start to see the layers in the wreath come together. Kids are... Addison is feeling better. Addison, that was her throwing up was part of her eye. So sometimes that usually takes a couple of hours and then that's done. But Grayson, his fever's gone. He was even throwing up this morning though, so he'll be home from school tomorrow. He wants to go on his iPad and I know he's probably bored to tears. But I know I don't want it to hurt his little eyes. Hurt his head. He was complaining about a headache. So same with Addison. So I told Aaron already. I said, we have got to call the doctor tomorrow and get him in. You know, both of our kids, I'll just say this because listen, I am a firm believer that the more open I am about my life, all the stuff, the more I learn from y'all, because I know if I went through this, then I know that y'all know someone who went through this. So if you don't know, our kids are adopted. We adopted in 2019. Grayson was, when he came to us, he came to our house, he was 1.5 years, and Addison was 4.5. And both of our kids were born drug positive. And they have a list of different but some similar things that went on between the two of them. And, you know, they were, aside from being neglected and not up to the age that they should have been, which now they've caught up, they're perfect, okay? Both kids perfect. They're smart, they're perfect. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say now. I forget. Anyways, so there's this, you know, we thought, oh, I know, we thought, like, no, everything's fine. Like, everything's going to be fine. Everything's fine, right? Until Addison was about Grayson's age when her headache started. And, you know, I mean, I'm not one for me to jump to conclusions, right? I have a headache. It's not a tumor, right? It's not a tumor. I did think it was kind of weird that she was so young getting headaches. And so after a little while, it kind of was like a, not normal thing, but it was a, hey, this kind of keeps happening. We did go to the doctor. We've started taking medicine, tried one medicine, went to the doctor, tried to take another medicine, took another medicine. Those things kind of weren't, so I wasn't like, you know, crazy, like, oh, you know, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know. So then the doctor said, okay, let's see an ophthalmologist. So I took her to an adult ophthalmologist, and then, you know, nothing came back there and everything was good. Her eye health, her eye pressure, her eye vision, everything perfect. because she complains about her eye hurting, specifically her eye, and it makes her throw up. It gets a lot out of hand sometimes, and so then, you know, came back and then taken another medicine to kind of try. That wasn't working. So then the doctor wanted her to see. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking through this because I'm just, sometimes it's just, I need that. And so we took her to see a pediatrician, ophthalmologist. Everything's good. Pressure, health, vision, good. No glasses, no nothing. She's good. So now, of course, we're waiting for a neurologist. But to see the neurologist, like the appointment, we've called like three different, like, you know, major kind of places in our Metro Detroit area. They were like 2 months wait. So if we call the doctor and get Grayson in to see the pediatrician, and maybe, you know, this keeps happening because he's been having headaches and this is like the 4th one in 2 months. You know, of course I'm like, are they drinking enough water? Like, we're psychos about them being able to, you know, drink enough. Not over, not too much. Like, parenting is hard. Then, you know, of course, I just told Tammy this too, you know, I almost felt like Grayson, you know, when Addison, her eye hurts, of course we're like pampering her, everything's, you know, I don't know how to explain it. When you know your kid's sick, you're taking it a little bit easier on them, right? It's just, it's different. Let me see how I want this. Anyway, so one of the times I almost thought like, oh, this little stinker, he is totally playing, you know, playing me. He's totally fine. He does not hurt. Nothing's wrong. And then, you know, then it happened a couple more times and I'm like, maybe he is, right? Oh, goodness. All right. The idea with the sign, y'all, if you're just joining for the very first time, I'm all over the place. I try real hard to focus, but I'm all over the place. And I didn't take my focus medicine today, so sometimes you get what you get. I love you all. Today's one of those days. Up all night, throughout the night with the kids. Like, we ran out of sheets completely. Grayson was laying on towels. It's fun. Okay. The sign. Like, Kathleen, we are one house of cuddles. Like, we are one house. Every chance I get, I'm asking them to come snuggle with me. Like, anywhere I am, like, in fact, so much so that, you know, I still kiss both my kids on the lips, and I'm just, you know, trying to get a lot of things done in the next 24 hours in fear of me getting sick. Because, you know, it's fun that way. Oh, goodness. Hey, Susan. Suzanne, sorry. Okay, I'm not sure. Terry, I think it was, looking for extra, or how to attach these. Okay, so I'm going to take my pipe cleaner 1 and stick it right through here. My pipe cleaner 2 is going to go right through there, but then I'm going to slide it through the frame to come on the other side of the frame. So this one's going to go on the inside of the frame. This one's going to come out to the outside of the frame so I can attach it around the whole frame. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side the same way. So I like to position it so I can cover 4 pipe cleaners. That's a must, okay? Cover 4 pipe cleaners. Well, that's a must, right? I don't want to see those pipe cleaners. And I have my bow is going to come down here and cover up the rest. If you didn't know, if you're just joining, this is a wreath kit available inside our Etsy shop. If you go to melskits.com, it'll take you directly to the section where our kits are. Don't forget, anything you need from me, you can always find in learnfrommelissa.com. Okay, so I'm going to go right down in here. All right, I'm going to kind of set it down. And I won't necessarily attach both until I have the pipe cleaners in for both. Angelica, I don't like this part. I don't like this part. Let me move that out of the way. I'm just going to show you. I have my hand underneath here. See? I am searching for that pipe cleaner to come through. I'm waiting for it when it comes. See, this one's already through. But when I feel the other one, I am like feeling for it, okay? So I have my finger here. It's not easy. This is the part I just don't like this part at all. So let me get this other hand going. I'm gonna try to get it underneath. Oh, no, oh yeah, I agree. Okay, so now I have it in there. Okay, so I brought this first one straight down. Now let me show you what I'm going to do with this one. So I brought that in. It's underneath here, the second one. So I got to slide it underneath here. Okay, so now I have it all the way through. What I could have done is I could have just paid attention a little bit more, and I could have put it through that one little, that's what they're there for, those extra holes, but I wasn't paying attention and I didn't. Okay, so I have that. I'm not gonna tie it yet because I want the other side to get in first, because you know it's shifted and I want to make sure it's in the right spot. So I get that side in, and then I'll get this side in, just trying real hard to not pull the other side out. That's why sometimes you'll hear me say, I'm just going to tack it. And I might just slide it together or twist them together for just like one time. Hey, Marlena. Yeah, this is totally annoying. This is the worst part of it. This is why, I mean, our pipe cleaners do come with our kits, but when I'm like making stuff on my own without a kit, I do use wire. Because a pipe cleaner has 2 wires, like twisted together, if you didn't know that. Come on. Yeah, I hate that. Carol, I hate that. Hate when that happens. But the good thing is that when you scroll back, like it brings you right back to where you were. This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Look, it is caught. It has, you see that? It has caught a piece of that, because every single time that wire there drives me bonkers. Absolutely nutcase bonkers. Okay, all right, okay, let's just, okay. All right, now peel it. There's no, I just peel it. When it gets on there, I just peel it. I just try to start from one side, or I use my scissors, just kind of lift it a little bit and then peel it up. Then I'm just gonna tie it on the edge. So I tie it on the edge so that this still stays smooth, and then it's easier to tuck that underneath. Oh, that's a good idea. I started selling my wreaths in a shop in Sandusky. Yes! Awesome! You are welcome, Suzanne. Okay. All right, ribbons are a disaster. I'm not even going to touch them yet. Just letting them be how they want to live their life for a second. Okay. Deanna. Thank you. Everything's going as best as they can. Okay, so 7 inches and then 6 inches. 7 inches on the tail, 6 inches on the loop. I love this ribbon. And I'm going to pinch. Twist, loop, pinch, twist, and loop. Y'all, this week we're gonna do a night of prizes. Not prizes. Our ribbon boxes. So you know our ribbon boxes that are, I have a stack of them that are leftover ribbons that I used for a kit, or they're obviously not used, but they're boxed up, and so they're going to be free boxes. Okay, I will be choosing someone either from our text message or our email list, and then I'll be announcing those names on our lives. So make sure you are involved in those things. Regina, what was the sign? Remind me. I get a lot of messages. What was the sign? Okay. My next one is going to be just, so the first tail was 7 inches. So my next tail about 6.5 inches. Okay. Yep, free. I'll cover the cost of the shipping and the ribbon. It'll be ribbon like this. Folded, left over from whatever I was using. This will probably go in there. See, perfect, great. It's practice ribbon. Practice ribbon for you. Just gotta be on our email list. Make sure you're on our email list. We also have prizes for our Wreath Witch class. Great, good prizes. Prizes, coupon codes, bow tutorials, bow shipping tutorial. It's going to be a great class. Yes, Terry, that is the point, for y'all to have ribbon that you didn't have to pay for, that you can practice your ribbons with. Now, I don't care what you do with it. You can make wreaths out of it. It's not intended to be that way. It's just intended to be extra ribbon that I had that you can practice with to make bows. How do you get on your email list? You want to make sure you go to learnfrommelissa.com. We have it, Kathleen, Jack, and I have it pinned down here at the bottom. Learnfrommelissa.com. And there's a spot there. We'll get you on our email list and on our text message list. One little ribbon at the top. The ribbons here, so this is all a kit. So it all came as a kit. And I believe there's about 4.5 feet here for each layer of the ribbon. If that's what you're talking about. If this is what you're talking about, the ribbons are 14 inches long. Yes, Deanna. Yes. Not practice for me. It's nicer than what I own. Oh, well, if Liz, you can do whatever you want with it. I encourage all the things. Girl, our basement flooded in 2020. I share that with you. And then right after that, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. It was the beginning of 2020 was fun for us. I'm so very sorry that you are going through that, but I promise, after the, could be possibly lots of swear words going on in your head, it'll get better. If you're like me, I had a whole lot of colorful words to say when our basement flooded. I was so mad. All right, the kit here. Yeah, the kit. What are the words? Bow. Every layer. So I started with 2 loops on the left, and then my 2 loops went to the right, and now my 2 loops are going to go on the left. So I'm going to keep alternating that. No matter how many layers I have, I'm going to keep alternating those 2 loops to build that bow. Oh my gosh, Deanna! I've been trying to block that one out. That was so bad. Oh my goodness. But we have the siding fixed on our house. Man, 2020 was, it left a lot of, what do they call? Wrath. I don't know. For a long time coming after that. It was just, lots of things were not good. Oh, Vicky, well, when my basement flooded, okay, my business was down here, my basement flooded, and then I ended up with, now remember, COVID came out in 2020, okay, so I was in the hospital, and they told me it wasn't COVID, because it was pneumonia and influenza A and B, by the way. I had a whole lot of colorful words in my, it was tough. I lived. So Liz, you're going to get through it. I promise you. I promise you. You're going to get through it. Yes. Yes, Deanna, yes. Me and bees don't get along. Oh, so many things. I think back of all the things that y'all have been through with me and I have been through. Holy guacamole. It's been fun. I don't know what I would have done through all those things without you, if you want me to be honest. Y'all have helped me through a lot. So just stick around because, you know, my life is crazy, so I'm going to need you. Oh. Hi, Twee. Thank you for doing that. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate that. All right, not the last thing, because you see, these ribbons are, y'all. These ribbons are a disaster. I've been all over the place this live. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I appreciate you. We're going to put this on here, and then we're going to make those ribbons all go where we want them to. So our sign is on nice and secure. I left this little spot here for our bow. I'm going to snuggle our bow down. So you see underneath here, this is where these ribbons are tied in. That twist tie, right where that twist tie is, I'm going to actually try to get my pipe cleaner down in through there, right, and attach it in the hole and bring it towards the outside of that frame. I'm thinking that's going to be the best for the actual position of the bow, because remember, I like it to go over the sign just a little bit, but not too much. Obviously, we don't want to cover the word beautiful, but if it goes over the sign just a little bit, totally okay with that. So I'm going to do, I understand my husband had open heart surgery last February, and this February he went back, hospital for stomach issues, now much with him cold. Goodness gracious! So I get, oh goodness, okay, well, I'm going to send all my positives to you, Vicky, for sure. Oh goodness. I had 5 surgeries in COVID in a year. Good grief! I'm still on oxygen at 55 years old, also messed up other things in my, okay, listen, Liz, I'm sending you lots of positive. Lots and lots of positive. Oops, we're going to get through this all together. And you can come here and throw fits and cry and complain and all the things. And we are going to help you through all of it. Let this be your spot where you can just get it all out. Just get it all out. Ricky, you might not, don't put your email address there. You want to put your email address in the designated spot that it needs to be. And that is, hold on, let me focus my brain here for a second. You want to go to learnfrommelissa.com. Learnfrommelissa.com and type it in there. Okay, I don't want you to put your, this is driving me insane. Okay, I lied. I'm not going to put it through that certain hole because I can't see. Terry, it's gonna be, we're gonna be here for Terry. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're gonna help each other. We're gonna be positive for each other. If you're a praying person, we're gonna pray for each other. We are gonna help you. All the positives, all the things. Okay, it's coming your way. All right, don't forget this is a kit available that we have, a wreath kit available. It is available inside our Etsy shop. If you go to learnfrommelissa.com, there is a section there that'll bring you directly to our wreath kits. Learnfrommelissa.com, and then also there is right at the top, you'll find the link for the Wreath Wish class, which we are going to work on color and pattern coordination, matching your supplies and your greenery, your florals. It's going to be a super great class, very informational. It's all virtual, okay, all virtual. So you don't have to worry about, which goes up this way. You don't have to worry about leaving your home, planning all the stuff. Sorry, my brain stopped for a second. Learnfrommelissa.com. Wreath kits. There's a couple of these left. I think we already sold 25 or so. 20 something. But there was some left of these. Super pretty. I'm just going to come around and make sure you see all of our ribbons. They're put in the right spot. No one gets hidden. No one gets covered up. Everyone is standing out at attention. No one is not being seen or heard. You want to see and hear everyone. No one can hide here with me. See, that one tried to, you see that one? Tried to be sneaky? I saw it. Sneaky. Take the time to do this, y'all, before you put your wreath up in front of the camera for pictures. Make sure it's at its best. It looks its best. All the tails are sticking out at the edge. All the things. Y'all, this wreath will be available on Etsy as soon as I'm done here. Look at how much prettier that looks. So, so pretty. Our bow coordinates, of course, it's not the exact same ribbon. Our bow coordinates. Awesome, Nancy. Wow, that was quick, Nancy. You just put your Etsy, aren't you the one who was just, completing your Etsy shop? I gotta replace that. It's coming off. Anyway, very thin. If you didn't know, that's the whole point of the pancake wreath, very thin. And we are 24 inches wide. It is so cute. It is so, so cute. Y'all, thank you very much for joining. Let me hold on one second. Let me go grab something. Hold on. Hold, please. I should have grabbed it before I came in here. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, so. Okay. So, for example, the class that we're working on, the new class that we're working on, beautiful. Absolutely just gorgeous. So, I just did a video that I'm going to be posting inside the class, the Wreath Wish Facebook group, before the end of today. And it talks about the color combination that we have here, but not, because these obviously make sense. They obviously make sense. The colors make sense, right? But why is some things that you got to really understand, okay? why we wouldn't use a certain ribbon. I don't want to give anything away, but why we wouldn't use a certain ribbon if we didn't have supporters, why we would use a certain ribbon if it was maybe a little bit different. If you understand those things and coordinating all of the things together, it's so much easier to grab your supplies and create from there, from a very positive standpoint, very confident standpoint. You're not worried, does this go, does this doesn't go. So for example, the other night inside the creative coaching group, okay, last Thursday, inside the creative coaching group, I had like a corally color peony, and I used another color floral, and I did that on purpose, and it created we talked about it a little bit more in depth inside the group, but it created the perfect blend. And you know, sometimes choosing those colors, the patterns, even when we're talking about ribbons, can not be easy. Okay. Even sometimes I, stumble over what am I going to pair. This I knew right away. That I already knew exactly what I was going to use for this because I had it on hand. But sometimes, when you're just purchasing, you see the sign and you're like, oh, what ribbons would go with it? And you're staring at the sign for like ever, like what would go with it, right? And then you see somebody else use the sign, and you're like, oh yeah, that would totally go. I want you to be able to leave this class and be confident that you can look at the sign like, okay, I know what I'm going to pair with it. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm looking for. I know what color pattern. I know all the things just by looking at the sign, what you're going to set out to look for, to find, to pair it with. So that's my goal at the end of this class. I do have homework for y'all to participate in. I hope that you'll be, humor me, and participate in they're just posts. You don't have to go live or anything like that. And even if you're not commenting or gathering the supplies that I'm asking you to do, if you do that silently, even if you don't have to post this and let us know that you're doing it, although of course I encourage it, but it's going to be a very interactive class, as interactive as I can be with homework and posts and things like that. So I want you to end the Wreath Wish class with a lot more confidence, and that's my #1 goal. So I love this one. This one is actually being uploaded. My son got sick in the middle of this. Hopefully during the bow. Hopefully you can't hear it. I really hope that you can't, because I couldn't chunk out big parts of that. Carrie, this will be for sale as soon as I'm done here. I gotta list this one and the flip flop one and that one. Yes, Tonga, yes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, what would I, so I don't know if you're in the coaching group. A couple of weeks ago, I made that gigantic wreath with the bunny in the teacup. I don't know if you saw that one, but I had that sign forever, and forever I just stared at it like, what am I going to pair with it? What am I going to pair with it? And so in that video, we talked about, what I paired with it and why. I haven't started adding anyone to the group yet, just because last night my son and daughter were both sick, and we were kind of working through that today too. And so I haven't had a chance to sit down and focus to do that, but I will hopefully tonight. Hopefully tonight. If not tonight, depending on how they are, tomorrow. Instead of doing that right now, I decided I should go live, because I don't know if I'm going to end up sick, which I'm praying and crossing all the things that I do not, because I still kiss my little guy and my little girl on their little lips. And so, I'm not giving that up. And then I just have to, deal with their germs that I end up getting through it. So hopefully I don't. But, so hopefully soon, Ernestine, tonight or tomorrow. Angie will be in class. I get hung up on being matchy, so this will help. Yes, Sue, yes. Now again, I've never used a color wheel a day in my entire life. Okay? So I'm planning to teach you how I know how to do things without the color wheel. We'll reference it, and it'll be a reference, but that's not I want you to feel confident doing it yourself without the color wheel. Okay, without that tool. Risa, if you go to wreathwish.com, wreathwish.com, you can sign up there. It is April 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's all virtual. It's from the comfort of your own home. And so you don't have to, you know, be anywhere in person, number one. Everything will be recorded. So there'll be recordings in there, bonuses in there, and the lives will be recorded. So even if you can't watch those evenings, or if our conversation goes later and you're on Eastern time with me and you have to, you know, get off and go to bed for the night, and we're still carrying a conversation with the class, by all means, you can come back the next day and pick up where you left off and watch the rest. So everything will be recorded. You don't have to worry about not, you know, missing anything. It'll be in there when you are conveniently ready. Vitamin C, yeah, you're totally ramped up the vitamin C today, that's for sure. Okay, so that, if you have any other questions, please by all means ask, and if not here, you can always text me. It's 810-498-2310. Learnfrommelissa.com. Kathleen has it posted, pinned here. Can get you a list of all of our things. I'm super excited to be teaching this class and look forward to it greatly. You know, I put a lot of time into our classes. Like I said, our pricing class that we did last year, I think I was live for 9 hours teaching you all the different parts and things to help make you confident on pricing your items. I am looking forward to doing the same here for doing your matchy and your supply and your patterns and all that sort of thing. So you are all very welcome, and pray for us over here. Make sure Aaron and I don't get sick. Hopefully if we do, it's not at the exact same time. Oh, because, you know, Grayson, I'm sure by then will be bouncing off the walls and he'll be fine. And then Aaron and I, it's kind of how it goes with that. So anyway, I'll see you for now. Maybe if I have enough energy later and I have a couple things done before I have to go to sleep tonight, maybe you'll see me again. I always say that. If not, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to get these. I have a couple of videos. This video and the flip-flop video are going to be uploaded into our YouTube today. I got to work on that. They were done, and then I had to splice them together because in the middle of both wreaths, of course, we had some sick kids. So, you know, this takes a little extra time. It's okay. It's all right. All right. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.